As established for our aesthetic thinkers, we really have to think out of the box because when they thrive is when they can be their most creative and they can materialize their ideas. So here is SUNO. SUNO is an app that can create music just by simple prompting. Of course, there are probably other apps that you have tried out, maybe in Canva. Also, the free version has it, or Song, that also the free version, it's pretty decent. But my favorite so far is SUNO, especially because it has a large community of other creators that they have their prompts open for us to revise and maybe take some ideas from there. So with no further ado, here we go. My advice for you is to have your own account open. As you guys can see here, I opened mine. So once that you open your account, the idea is for you to either build your lyrics with your students previously, or with your students without the use of ChatGPT, or in this case, go to ChatGPT and for example, in this case, there was already a GPT that created lyrics in the style that SUNO creates it. I wanted to create a catchy and simple lyrics with Afrobeat, reggaeton, because that's what the style my teenagers are into right now. But this can also be easily applicable for higher education and whatever genre they're into these days. So there you go. We arrive here, we go to create, and once that we click on create, this interface, it's where we're going to start building our song. So here we've got the song description, and what it can be song description in case that we want to go instrumental, but since we're going to introduce the lyrics, we just go ahead and drop the lyrics. Over here, in case that we don't know what is it exactly that we want to do, which I don't recommend doing that when we are with our students, but if we are just experimenting ourselves, we will have here a couple of ideas in case of prompting, in case that we don't know how is it that we want to prompt SUNO. My advice is the simpler the prompt, the better. We've got to be quite specific in the keywords that we want to introduce in the box though. And then here I proceed to paste the lyrics. There you go. We introduced the style. In this case, we decided to make it Afrobeat reggaeton dance with a female voice. We make sure that we're in the latest version. And then we choose a title, if that's the title that you want, and click create. It would always going to throw a couple of versions, and here it sounds. So let's see how the other one goes. So same lyrics, but maybe with a different beat. Friday night, we're feeling right. Hit the streets, we're shining bright. Dance. Now, of course, for most of us, it might not be the best result in terms of quality or the music, but it's a really fun, engaging activity that can get all our students involved in, for example, if we are in a history class, inspired by maybe a time period, we can ask them to create lyrics and then we can throw it into SUNO with a specific style, music style, and see the outcome. We are in English class, we can create a poem and then transform it into lyrics and throw it into SUNO and then create music. Of course, that once that we have created our songs, further activities that I would recommend doing with our students is that maybe we can even create our own playlist that it was created by the students, and then it can be even, by the end of the year, it could be a great gift for the parents, for example. There are many things and many ideas that that can come out of this type of activities. I'm going to show you another version that I have also created in class with other students that they are perhaps a little bit older, and they decided instead of going with Afrobeat, they decided to go on 90s pop rock. So let's see how that goes. So as you can see, this one is a little bit more classic, and the lyrics was an original product from my
Stuck
parents.
between the lines of the past.
Let's see this one over here. This one is a little bit more 90s rock style that you would use for a sitcom or maybe for a rom-com. So that is totally different. So my recommendation here is that while using Suno, we have to be quite aware of its large community, as I mentioned before. And if we're going to use it with our teenagers, make sure that they are under supervision from the teacher and parents and guardians. Basically because as you guys can see there, the content can be quite varied. So of course, in this particular case, I don't usually go and use the global trending. I would go maybe for the ones that are in a language target. As a language educator that I am myself, I would use the ones that are maybe only in English, for example, and maybe make it age appropriate. But of course, if I am, in higher education, I would actually invite them to maybe listen to other creators' music and maybe open debate about what is going on around the world. So I hope that this idea was something interesting that you can also implement in your classroom. Thank you.